Good afternoon to one and all. Dear students, today we will try to understand very two important instruments which are useful in our physics practical. The first instrument is Vernier caliper. This Vernier caliper is that instrument which has two scales. One is the main scale, which has a fixed divisions starting from 0 to 15. Another is which is movable, that is known as Vernier scale, which has also some number of divisions starting from 0 to 50 here in this case. Somewhere it may be 0 to 10. Okay. Now let us see one important formula to determine the least count of Vernier caliper. This least count is nothing but this Vernier caliper can measure up to a 1/10th millimeter of scale. From the name itself you can imagine least count. That means the instrument that can count a very small scale. So Vernier caliper can measure the width or breadth of any material like a wooden scale or glass sheet, etc. Let us see the formula to determine the least count of Vernier caliper, which is equal to smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on Vernier scale. How to determine the smallest division on main scale now? You may find the main scale has numbers from 0 to 15. You may take any two numbers starting from 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. If I am taking starting from 3 to 4, there are 20 lines. Very small lines are there. So what is the value of one line? Okay, so 1/20, so that will be 0.5. Then total number of division on Vernier scale. Total number of division on Vernier scale you may find here 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That is 50 lines are there. So 50, and this is in centimeter. So 0.5 divided by 50, you will get 0.1/10. After simplifying, you will get answer, that is 0.01 centimeter. So least count of Vernier caliper we have determined, that is 0.01 centimeter. Okay. The next one, that is also a very important instrument, that is known as screw gauge. Screw gauge can measure small measurements like a diameter of wire, thickness of your glass sheet. Okay, so the least count is also important. Okay, so least count is nothing but it is the smallest measurement taken by your instrument. Screw gauge can measure up to 1/100th of millimeter scale. Okay, now it has also the two scales. One is rotating in circular direction, known as circular scale, and another is the main scale, which is fixed in between this rotating scale as well as in between this U-shaped frame. This main scale consists of 0 to 15 number of divisions here. In some instrument, in some screw gauge, you may find 0 to 10 number of lines or divisions. In this case, again, if you want to determine the least count of screw gauge, then the same formula we have to utilize, that is smallest division on main scale divided by total number of division on circular scale. Okay, so smallest division on main scale. On this main scale, you will find out starting from 0 to 1, there are 5 lines. So one line has its own value 1. So smallest division on one scale is 1. Okay, and total number of division on this circular scale starting from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so 100, but this is in millimeter. Scale utilized for this screw gauge is millimeter. So 1 by 100 millimeter gives you 0.01 millimeter, and you can convert that unit from millimeter to centimeter by multiplying 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, so you will get the least count of screw gauge is 0.001 centimeter. In this way, today we try to understand the important function of vernier caliper as well as screw gauge. Almost in B.Sc. Physics practical, we are utilizing these two instruments to determine, suppose, the modulus of rigidity of a wire by using Maxwell's needle or by using torsional pendulum. Almost in each and every physics practical, we have to use these two instruments, that is vernier caliper and screw gauge. Okay, so I think you might understand the least count of vernier caliper and screw gauge. Okay, so in next practical we will do the actual demonstration of one practical, that is to determine the modulus of rigidity of a material, that is wire, by using Maxwell's needle. Thank you.